Conference has been a theme in the All-Star game recently. Another trend, Greg, that was repeated last year was the East digging a big hole for itself. And you and I were talking about this, digging that hole for themselves early in the game and then mounted a huge comeback.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, the East came back from 20 points down in the first half to tie it up in the fourth quarter. But once again, the comeback bid failed to come to fruition.
Don't slip now. Don't slip.
Three-pointer, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc. And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Vucevic has checked in. Anthony, that's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist.
Well, I think, as is always the case, the story of the game tonight won't have a lot to do with defense.
That's the way it always is. I mean, a half-court alley-oop or a spectacular behind-the-back pass, that's exactly what the people want to see in this game.
Hey guys, we've had some All-Star game shootouts over the years, but really nothing compares to what we saw last year. The teams combined for 321 points. That's just mind-boggling.
Here's what the East is going with right now.
Where you at, Lowry? Where you at, Lowry? You got to finish the play.
Comes in for Dwayne Wade, and it's Kyle Lowry in for Thomas.
Where you at?
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game.
Where you at? I'm over
you
here,
see
boy.
how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates, and when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
Millsap a screen, and Fresh picks up the foul.
Whoa, what y'all doing?
That is his first foul of the game.
First foul don't mean nothing, bro. Get out of here.
Greg, you brought up last year's game, that unbelievable 163-158 win for the West, and it was indeed the highest scoring All-Star game of all time.
Yeah, and I mean, defense has never been what the All-Star game's about, but that was out of control and made for one heck of a show. And guys, just thinking back to last year's All-Star game, I mean, something that was really special. How about the sight of Powell and Marc Gasol, two brothers facing each other on the opening jump ball?
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Vucevic with the bucket.
Crisp pass into the paint.
What are you doing here?
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
I know the deal.
Williams with the ball. He's got 18. Shoots the three, and he gets it to go. Williams has got 21.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
And here is James. He's had some playing time, but no score yet from him. Here's Lowry. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Here's
Griffin, what y'all doing?
He jams it with authority.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
So we've reached the end of the first half of...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the first half of the All-Star game, and I would never try to speak for Shaq and Kenny.
Please don't.
But I have certainly. And guys, some memorable All-Star Weekend competitions over the years, but what a stacked roster this year's West All-Stars have. Wow. I don't think anyone's surprised they've had the upper hand. And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to get started. Now back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the...
Trashing everything. Black Ops, 2K, any 2K, 2K17. Okay? NBA Live. NBA Live. What NBA Live? 16.
And welcome back to the second half of the NBA All-Star Game. Always an exciting night of basketball.
15, boy.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in the second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
Get trash,
and the West All-Star.
All right, bro. All right, Giovanni. Roll light. Oh, my gosh. So, Giovanni, I'm just going to do. I'm going to put it like this.
Looking at who they've got. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Nowitzki. Then it's Williams. Then it's Harden. And it's Gasol. And at the 5 down low.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
You don't make
and most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never
ball.
going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
You want some? Didn't I just get? You want some of this?
Here's Williams. He's got 23.
Don't fall. Don't fall.
Shot clock at 6.
Oh,
shoots.
Oh,
the top of the key jumper is on the mark. Williams has got 25 points.
Oh, God.
He totally lost his defender, broke his ankles, then knocks down the jumper.
That was just an amazing play. I mean, you talk about making him reach for thin air. Wow.
And the East All-Stars call time here.
And you know, there were a couple of records.
Why they keep taking me out, man? No, dude, you're going to keep me in the freaking game. Period. You don't need to be in the game, bro.
Last year's All-Star game, but to me, the most shocking one of all, the number of three-pointers made. 48. I mean, the teams, they combined for 48 threes.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Anthony's checked in for Millsap. Wade comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Williams, he's checked in for the West.
You better win this.
And the West All-Stars have possession. In those 48 three-pointers you talked about, Greg, the previous high for threes in an All-Star game was 30. So that's what I call shattering a record. Oh, man.
It was
insane.
And really that speaks to the evolution of the game as well. The game has become far more perimeter-oriented in terms of the skill set.
Shot clock at 5. 20 feet out.
Got him.
That's good.
Got him leaning.
Williams has got 6 here in this quarter.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
.121 left to play in the third. Jackson dishes to Cousins. He kicks it to Wade. Screen by Cousins. There's a good screen. The feed to Jackson. 4 on the clock. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And there's such a sense of history that surrounds the All-Star game. I mean, this is the 65th time this event has been held. And you think back on all the legends of the NBA. They've all made their mark in some way on this contest.
I don't even know if I can do that, Jason.
50 seconds left in the third quarter. T-Wade on the wing. Jackson a screen on Harden. Wade kicks to LeBron. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in the game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Wade, double team. On the wing, Jackson. Plenty of space. Count the bucket.
Reggie Jackson for 2.
12 seconds left in the third. Now here's Williams. Fires the 3. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. We've been having a great time here. We hope you have been too. The All-Star Game coverage continues. Thanks again for tuning in here to 2K Sports.
I just don't freaking get it. Stop putting me in for this.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star Game, is there?
Williams, he's checked in for Chris Paul. Lowry out there with DeRozan. Then it's Young. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. Lowry kicks to Antetokounmpo. His first shot coming late. And Paul Millsap, the bucket on the assist from Antetokounmpo.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Outside Williams. From deep. The shot is off. The East All-Stars go the other way with it.
Well, he's certainly seen his share of the ball tonight.
I would say maybe more than his fair share. I mean, he's not going to make too many friends out there if he's not willing to spread that sugar a little bit.
From the wing, there's the bucket. Good. Williams has got 34 points.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
You look at Fresh, what a contribution.
He's been locked in from deep. They're giving him too much breathing room and definitely paying the price for it.
Vucevic, he's checked in for Thaddeus Young.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
And they're running. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Williams for 3, and he gets it to go. Williams has got 16 points here in the second half. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star Game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star Game. Well, he can give as good as he gets.
Gamesmanship going on right here. You've seen it, Greg. You know exactly what's going on right there. He answers right back with that 3 of his own.
You got taped up?
Nowitzki a screen. Here's the 3. East grabs the miss.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Now Williams.
Oh, just lean in your slide just a little bit.
He cans that one.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Oh, I got it off in time. Yes,
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And this year's All-Star Game, another classic in a long history of tremendous All-Star games. And we've got some highlights. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
Well, he had...
And that'll do it for this year's All-Star Game.